Hello guys, today we'll be talking about quadratic formula, which is very common during elementary school, middle school, and it's very handy. It comes very handy during high school and also in university and colleges. So let's go ahead and start solving some equations. So today we'll be talking about, as I already mentioned, quadratic formula. So quadratic formula. So what basically is quadratic formula? So the formula itself is this: minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So this is the formula of quadratic. This is the quadratic formula. And there are many equations that we can solve through the quadratic formula, especially the power of 2, 4, 6, basically all the even numbers. So let's go ahead and start with one of the example. So the example that I have is this: x squared plus 3x minus 4. This is a polynomial equation. This is polynomial because we see 3 terms in here. And we can solve this equation in 2 ways. Pause this video and just try to guess what are the 2 ways I'll be talking about. So one of the way we can solve this is by factoring, and the other is by quadratic formula, or you can call this as a quadratic equation. So let's go ahead and solve this using our very famous quadratic equation or quadratic formula. So let me give you one tip. So always try to give, excuse me for a second. So what you can always do, you always try to give a variable to each of the numbers here. So x squared is, let me write down the equation again. 3x minus 4. As we see, a quadratic equation has 3 different letters, a variable. So we can assign those into our equation, so it will be very handy. It will be very easy for us throughout solving this equation. So what is x? The number, the coefficient in front of x, which is 1. And so this considers as a, this is b, and c. So when you plug this thing when you plug this equation into the quadratic formula, we go ahead and let's do this. So x equals, since we have a negative sign in front of this, so we always try to have this negative and put parentheses whatever the coefficient in front of x is. So our first variable is 1. No, actually this is b. So the sign in front of 3 is positive. That's okay. So just always try to have parentheses for the safe side. So we'll put 3 in front of it, then plus minus, and we put the square root. So the other variable we have here is 3. Put the parentheses around it, squared, minus 4, and the number in front of, and the number for a is what? 1. So we'll always have 1 here. I'm just going through what the formula is of the quadratic formula. So here, what c is minus 4. And all of this is divided by what? 2a. So what is a again? A is 1. And try to solve this step by step. Don't rush, because you might encounter some of the problems in your final answer. And I don't think most of you guys want to do that. Lose any kind of marks through, especially in your exam or test. So let's go ahead and do this. So now we can remove the parentheses. So we can just put 3 plus minus since we have this, what does this mean? 3 squared is basically means 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is what? 9. So now we have solved this. We know 3 times 3 is what? 9. Minus 4, 1 minus 4, and all of this divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. Let's go ahead and solve this expression here. So let's go with 3 minus 3 plus minus 9. So 1 times 4, 1 times negative 4 gives us what? Negative 4 here. All divided by 2. Let's do that. So what is 4 times negative 4? Gives us negative 16. Negative 16 times negative gives us positive, obviously. So let's just copy down the first part. Go ahead. 9 minus 16. Since we know 4 times 4 is negative 16, so let me do this in the corner here. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Since we have a negative right down here, so negative times negative, so negative times negative gives us positive. So this changed into positive. Okay? I hope this makes sense to all of you guys. Also, let's solve this. So yeah, negative 3 plus minus. So 9 plus, no, let me just, so yeah, 9 plus 16, we can do that. 9 plus 16 is what? 25. And all of this divided by 2. So the square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 25, let me just confirm because, yeah, square root of 25 is 5. Also, when we solve this, so plus and minus means we have two answers. We have two solutions. We have two separate solutions for this quadratic equation. So minus 3 plus 5, all of this divided by 2. One of the solution, and the other of the solution is minus 3 minus 5 divided by 2. So minus 3 plus 5 gives us negative 2 divided by 2. Minus 3 minus 5 gives us negative 8 divided by 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 1. So it gives us negative 1. No, I think I kind of made a mistake here. Yeah, I guess I didn't. No. So negative 3 plus 5 gives us positive 2. So this becomes positive 1 and negative 4. So always, yeah, so these are our two answers. So in the corner, always remember to write your answers in the bracket or just have it somewhere written down so your teacher can see easily. So one of the answer is 1 and then the other is negative 4. So this is how we do it. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.